Alright, hey guys, Pax, welcome back to another Pokemon Pocket video. As the title states, we're going to be going over all the upcoming events for the month of July. In case you guys are watching this towards the middle of July, there are timestamps in the description in chronological order to which the content will drop. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. So for July 1st and June 30th, I'm going to combine both of them since this video should be coming out on July 1st. Currently, we have the sneak peek campaign. If you guys don't know, theoretically, this campaign right here gives you a higher chance to pull the card that you want from Wonder Picks. And as you can see right here, it goes on from June 30th to July 7th. Also, I probably should have mentioned this in the beginning of the video, but yeah, I'm using Pokemon Zone in this video. I'll leave a link to the website in the description below. And yeah, I do highly suggest checking it out. From July 1st to September 1st, we have the premium shop for July 2025. As you can see, it's Eevee themed. Second time we're getting a premium shop that is Eevee themed. Yeah, as you can see, version 2, because I believe the first one, you have to unlock the first playmat, you have to reach level 3, so I'm pretty sure everyone still has it. But it does make sense that this premium shop will be Eevee themed given, the Eevee Grove pack. Overall, pretty good art. Of course, we got the 25/7 items, aka the monthly refresh items. So yeah, this is the monthly, of course, this is kind of expected, refreshes every month. So I do recommend getting this as soon as possible once it comes out. We also have the premium missions right here, very similar, and keep in mind, I'll get to it later, but trade tokens will be discontinued at the end of this month. This is the premium card right here, Tapu Koko. Pretty much just, yeah, this is kind of an alternate angle from the photo shoot. This is the original Tapu Koko art right here. Yep, just kind of like, yeah, different angle. Similar ability, but they primarily made this guy as a promo card just in case you haven't gotten Tapu Koko yet. A lot of mixed feelings with this. They've been pretty much doing this ever since the game came out. But in my opinion, they could have done this a lot better. Like, yeah, keep Tapu Koko here if you want Tapu Koko to be the premium card. However, the art could have been better. Like, look at this art. Could have easily made this a 2-star gold card and made this a full art card as well. Because in the end of the day, you're paying $10 for this card. So they could have made this a lot more appealing. From July 2nd to July 12th, we have the Alchemy drop event. Very similar to all the other drop events. Yeah, just like slightly different with the knocking out your opponent. This one requires metal type Pokemon. When it comes to the promo cards from the drop event, we have Jolteon, Dragonair, Vanillite, Audino, and Alcremie. Of course, Alcremie is a chase card right here. Pretty cool card. Again, Alcremie is has potential to cook. This card has potential to be a nightmare towards the end game, potentially doing 200 damage if you attack at least 5 times with Sweet's Relay. So pretty fun. And when it comes to the unique ability / attack, we have Dragonair right here, Shed Skin, healing 30 damage. And yeah, just looking at all the other Dragonairs, Dragonair from Eevee Grove does some decent damage with Waterfall. And looking at the one from it's pretty old, from the Mewtwo pack, yeah, pretty outdated. Does require 3 energies. So in my opinion, using this isn't really viable currently in the meta. But yeah, although this guy does some decent damage, running this I could see being somewhat viable, especially if your Dratini did take some damage. Because towards the end game, especially once you get this guy out, assuming that you're running Dragonite EX, yeah, you kind of want to maximize your HP. And depending on who your opponent has in the active slot, the 60 damage right here, this 60 damage could prove to be trivial given that Dragonite EX Giga Impact does 180 damage. From July 11th to July 21st, we have the Togedemaru / Greedent Wonder Pick event. This is the bonus pick right here, 35%, 15%. This is also this is the promo art right here. Pretty cool, I guess. This Togedemaru just contemplating life. This guy is contemplating his future. This guy's like a senior in high school, just like not knowing what to do with his life. A lot of people could probably relate to that. I know I can. And with that being said, Bristling Spikes, not really that meta in my opinion, but a huge W for Togedemaru fans. This is a Chansey pick right here. Yeah, as you can see, yeah, just pretty much all Greedents and Togedemaru, I can't say that name. And looking at this guy, he is pretty good if he didn't require 3 energy. If this guy only required 2 energy, he could have been insanely meta, because if you have a Poketool attached to this guy, you could do 100 damage, which is pretty good. That's basically Silvally levels of damage right there, with slightly more HP. However, yeah, given the 3 energy requirement, not as viable in my opinion. These are the missions for the Wonder Pick. Again, very self-explanatory. You guys can just take a screenshot or just like pause the video if you want to like just analyze it all. But yeah, it's pretty much the same thing that we've seen in previous Wonder Pick events. These are the shop items for the Wonder Pick event. Honestly, they definitely should have ran this in the previous month, especially with the meta like Silvally. Yeah, in my opinion, Silvally won't be as meta in this month compared to last month, and this would have been a lot cooler to run last month given Silvally's prominence. But nevertheless, pretty cool. Gladion looking like an absolute edgelord, of course, and yeah, type null / Silvally, pretty cool. And yeah, him and Gladion are just farming aura points right here. From July 17th to July 30th, we have the summer events missions. Keep in mind, these are only just missions. Like, there's no really like event battles or anything, Wonder Picks, anything to go with this. And yeah, looking at this, I mean, yeah, it's pretty easy. Overall, collect 100 cards, 50 cards. Trade one time. In my opinion, this is probably the hardest because I really don't trade at all. But yeah, this is, it could have been a lot better in my opinion. When it comes to events, Pokemon Pocket has done a lot better events in the past. Given the New Year's event, Pokemon Celebration towards the end of January 1st. Keep in mind when Shining Revelry dropped, we got a free EX. We got one free deck that basically made it so you can get a free EX card. And given that, they could have done this a lot better, like especially with make this a lot better, like yeah, if they're very stingent on giving like free EX cards. If I were Dina, I would have probably made like a pack, a custom pack that made it so opening it will give you one full art Eevee card, like from the new pack, like an Eevee card that's gold and higher. At least give one of those. That would have been a lot better. But this feels very lackluster. Like, what am I looking at? Like 5 battles, you get 12 hourglasses, sure. In total, you're getting 36 hourglasses, which I mean, isn't really anything to brag about. They could have definitely upped this. But yeah, overall, Dina could have done a lot better. From July 21st to July 30th, we have the Eevee Mass Outbreak event. And yeah, this is the bonus pick right here. As you can see, Eevee themed. Pretty cool. Again, this is pretty good if you're missing out on the Eevees. And keep in mind, certain cards from here aren't from the new booster pack. So like this Eevee is from Mythical Islands. This guy's from Genetic Apex. So it's pretty cool, especially for a new player if you're missing certain cards from the earlier packs. But yeah, pretty cool. As you can see, you can get LEAFEON, Umbreon, Espeon, Sylveon, Jolteon, and Vaporeon. Also, shocked Eevees here. Yeah, the surprise Eevee from Space Time Smackdown. Look at that guy. That guy is bewildered, trying to aura farm just like the surprise Pikachu face. As for the rare pick, this is what we have. So again, pretty good if you're missing some of these cards. We get Eevee EX, Flareon EX, the non-EX Flareon. Looking over here, we got from Triumphant Light, LEAFEON EX, and this guy is pretty meta currently. There's a very meta deck. I'll definitely make a video. It's probably my next deck showcase that I will upload. Yeah, this guy made it back into the meta. Very fun. And altogether, yeah, probably the best Eevee deck in my opinion. You see the video in a day or two. If not, it's already out. Suggest checking it out. But yeah, we have Sylveon EX as well. Pretty good. Essentially a Professor's Research as a Pokemon. Pretty nice. And for the last one, GLACEON EX. Not as meta, but still pretty cool. Again, if you guys are missing this guy, you can get him from this rare pick event. These are the missions right here. Very similar to the previous Outbreak event missions. However, one thing that's kind of new is that you can get a free Eevee card if you collect 3 Eevee cards. That's one of the missions. And yeah, this is a promo card. Doesn't really have any stickers or whatsoever, but yeah, this is pretty cool. As for attack, it does have the same attack as the Eevees from Genetic Apex, only doing 20 damage. And if you guys are curious on which Eevee to run, because like, there's a lot of Eevees, but like which Eevee to run in a deck, it's probably the new Eevee right here from Eevee Grove, specifically because of his ability Collect. Not doing any damage, but you do draw a card. Another alternative is the Eevee from Mythical Island, because theoretically you could just one-shot your opponent. However, it is up to coin flips, so you could do 0 damage if you just get instantly tails. And the last thing we'll be covering in the month of July is a change in the trading feature. So starting July 29th, the game will transition away from trade tokens and start using Shine Dust as a new trading currency. And if you guys are curious on what will happen to the trade tokens that we currently have as of right now, as you can see, an exchange shop will be coming out as well. So yeah, one trade token you can trade for 1 packed hourglass. This is pretty good, but the only downside is you can only do it 60 times. I feel they could have definitely upped this up to probably like 120. That would be pretty cool. But nevertheless, yeah, when it comes to just exchanging 2 Shine Dust, we have it right here. So as you can see, 1 trade token is equivalent to 10 Shine Dust, 10 trade tokens, 100, and 100 trade tokens, 1,000. And of course, we can do this as many times as we want. So given this exchange rate, it's probably safe to assume that the conversion rate for Shine Dust when it comes to trading is pretty much the amount of trade tokens times 10. For example, trading a 4 diamond rarity card, usually it's 500 trade tokens. And in this scenario, given that 100 trade tokens is equivalent to 1,000 Shine Dust, you just multiply 500 by 10, which is 5,000. So in other words, 5,000 Shine Dust will be the required amount to trade 4 diamond rarity cards. Again, this is subject to change. They can definitely tweak it, but I feel like this makes the most sense given that just given the exchange rates over there. So looking at this, once the trade system converts into Shine Dust, 1-star gold rarity cards will cost 4,000 Shine Dust to trade, 3 diamond rarity 1,200, and of course 1 diamond and 2 diamond rarity cards don't require any trade tokens whatsoever. And when it comes to converting cards, you can probably use the same formula as well. On top of that, an update to the wishlist feature will be released late July. This wishlist feature allows you to share cards you're interested in trading via the in-game trading function. Now the sounds of this, it's very vague, like we don't know the full details just yet, but I'm assuming it's very similar to how the wishlist feature is currently right now. So as you can see right here, if you go to a card that you do not have, yeah, somehow I don't have a copy of Serena. Despite having like 4 copies of the gold card, I don't have the 3 diamond rare card. I really don't get it, but yeah, if you guys don't have a card, you can hit wishlist. As you can see right here, you'll see a wishlist icon on this card. So yeah, it's pretty good. So if you look at the wonder picks and it's there, then you'll see a heart next to it. So once this update comes out, let's say I want to trade the Sylveon right here. There's most likely going to be a button right here that says add to wishlist, or like it probably won't be called wishlist because if you think about it, it doesn't really make sense because looking at this, it allows you to share cards you're interested in trading, not cards that you want. But again, we don't know the full details, so it could go both ways. So you could wishlist cards that you do want and cards that you do have as well. So I feel like that's pretty good, but it doesn't really mention if there's going to be a trade market. So this might just apply to your friends. So yeah, in a previous video, I did state that they should definitely add like a trading market feature where like you could just go on the app and then trade. I feel like it would streamline the whole process and make trading a lot easier, because currently the alternative, if you do want to trade, if you want to trade effectively, you have to go on websites like Discord, Reddit, and other websites like that to trade. I feel like that's the easiest way to do it. And when it comes to Dina, I feel like adding a trade feature will boost the numbers for the play rate in the game, because keep in mind, as an app developer, you do want to keep players on the app for as long as possible. But yeah, nevertheless, this is a good step forward. But yeah, those are all the events that we know of for the month of July. Keep in mind, this is subject to change. They could very much add more. Also, look at this. Yeah, just look at surprise Eevee just to say goodbye. Censoring Blue's ass. Yes, very scandalous. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the events in the comments below. Personally, I feel like they could have done a lot better, especially with the summer event. They could very much add more stuff. Like again, either a free EX like they did before. They could very much just do that, or a custom pack that has Eevees, like a gold star rarity Eevee and higher. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be very hype. But no, they just gave us basically the same things, just hourglasses. It just feels very repetitive. Also, I don't like Blue's eye. I just realized that. What's up with his left eye, man? That's he's giving me the stink eye. But yeah, that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on my next one. Peace. Just zoom in to the surprise Eevee face. Holy shit.